So we met with the best in Silicon Valley, the guys who've picked YouTube and PayPal and Google. And each of them looked at us in the face and said, you guys are crazy. This is weird. This is never going to work at scale. You're never going to have people staying in people's homes all over the world. And everybody passed. And so after the Democratic National Convention, the numbers tanked. And we entered what's called the trough of sorrow. So in the cycle of a startup, there's the launch of initiation, there's the wearing off of novelty, and there's the trough of sorrow, which is really...
How long were you stuck in that phase?
Too long. You could say it's like you have, imagine two gears. One's your product and market, and the product market fit isn't there yet. And there's this invisible gap between it, and you can't figure out exactly what it is to get the business moving, to get the momentum going. And so for many, many months, our growth was completely flat. And we were making maybe $200 a week at best. I mean, this was bleak. If you crunch the numbers and you put it into the spreadsheet, the net result would have said, shut this business down and go work on something else, because there is not a market here. But we had this intrinsic belief in ourselves only because we had guests stay in our apartment. We had a firsthand experience of what it was like, the magic that could unfold when you welcome people in from around the world. So after we got rejected by all the investors, which by the way, I feel like as an entrepreneur, you get really good at reframing things. So every rejection that we took, we viewed it as an invitation to keep going. So they said no, and we said, okay, cool, thank you, let's keep going. It was the period, I think, in the life cycle of a startup where most people want to give up because it's really hard. The world is against you, and you have to hang on to the somewhat irrational belief that your idea is good and it's worthy, and that if you keep fighting, if you keep going, there'll be enough people out there who will adopt it and accept it and see the same thing that you do.